Welcome back to Refrestos. I'm Jordan, and I've been given another tool to look at. Now, I'm trying not to sell myself up here, to be honest, but as we all do, whenever we go buy new tools or look at bits of kit, we all look at YouTube videos and so on in order to see if they're any good or what they're like. So hopefully I'm just helping the community here, but either way, I had XTOOL get hold of me a little while back, and they told me about a new product they're bringing to market, which is this D5S. It's a more of an entry-level diagnostics tool, so it's not their flagship. They do a whole load of ones which range up to some pretty impressive kit. This is the basic one. This is aimed at the sort of DIY user, which is perfect for a lot of people, to be fair, because if you're a professional, then you're probably using a mega bit of kit to start with. So what can this system do here? This one here can do 4 system diagnostics, which is your engine, transmission, ABS and SRS systems. It will do 15 special functions, which is pretty impressive. Lifetime free Wi-Fi updates, which again, when you've got special functions on a budget tool, most of the time you have to pay a subscription yearly for each function, which is not very economically viable, to be honest, because that will cost you more than this tool will cost you, especially in the long run anyway. It will do reports, and you can put removable storage into it, like a micro SD card, in order to save it onto. Again, not like you should be needing to use that really in a DIY environment, because you're not going to be scanning hundreds of cars all the time, but maybe it's there if you need it. This vehicle tool also supports 90 plus brands, which is fairly impressive. And if you do like it, you can also get a 15% off discount code, as you'll see in the description. So, I'm going to shut up. What does this tool look like? What's in the box? What have we got? So, it's quite a nice size, to be honest. It's a 7-inch. I forgot now, to be honest. I should have checked that one out. It's a 7-inch touchscreen. Nice rugged little case, rubbery handles, just nice and easy, convenient to use. And the main thing about this one is it's battery powered. So you can charge it up with the supplied USB-C cable, and you use this serial to OBD cable to if you get the car. But it's nice, so you don't just instantly lose the tool when you unplug it from a car, because that's a bit of a pain. So stay charged, like your phone, for instance, and then you can go and put it on the computer or look through your data. So that's fantastic. So I reckon we should give this thing a go once it's charged. So something to note is it is battery powered. It will charge off the OBD port as well, but I've now had this sitting around for probably at least a month and a half, maybe 2 months. They sent it to me ago. A while anyway, and it has actually gone flat when it's been sat around. So something to note that maybe you want to keep it topped up and charge it once in a while if it's been sitting around, because it is for the DIY market. But I reckon we should give this thing a go. Now, is this thing tailored for a Range Rover? To be completely honest, no it is not. So it has 15 special functions. One of them is suspension, and this thing can calibrate suspension on a Range Rover, which is incredible, because not many budget tools can do that. But, because this thing only has diagnostics on 4 modules, what's the Range Rover got? 20 modules? So if you had a suspension fault and you had to change a sensor, you could recalibrate a sensor, but you can't actually see the suspension fault or do any diagnostics or live data or anything on the suspension, which, not gonna lie, it's a bit backwards to have a special function for modules that you can't actually do any diagnostics with, but nonetheless it is still super handy. So for for day-to-day people just wanting to do codes on their car, for simpler cars, wanting to do oil resets when you change your oil, things like that, fantastic. On a Range Rover, it's not a massive use, to be honest. Although I'm sure the next model up and so on, like the 7S and beyond, much more capable. But this one here on the DIY side of the market, not. So let's have a look. Okay, let's see what it'll do on a Range Rover, and let's try it on a couple other cars at the same time. So there we go. I've already put in my details, the Wi-Fi details and all that. So on a Range Rover now, what can it do? We do water scan. It's a nice size with a nice little touchscreen. Or identify. Let's do an automatic scan. Interesting. It has found 6 modules there a minute, but they could be like paired up. So we've got parking brake control module, which you've got here then. Read DTC. control module into main. Okay, so we got codes from it, got live data, and we got live data, which is good. What else have we got on here then? So that's, oh, yep. Damn it, don't do that. Special functions. Now let's go into, so we've got all these special functions, which is excellent. On here, suspension being the key one. Ooh, Land Rover. There we go. We can put it into tight tolerance mode, deflation, inflation, geometry, tolerance. Got it then. Yeah. So fantastic. So we can do suspension calibration alterations there, which is perfect. Now we always do the Golf, bearing in mind the cheaper tools I've used won't auto bin the Golf, although VCDS and so on will. Let's give it a go. Okay, so let's try a 20 valve turbo. Now a lot of things won't auto bin. Well, the cheaper tools I've tried won't auto bin. So let's just see a minute. Oh, I might actually just put the power on, that might help it. So auto scan. What do we get? There ain't too many Mark II Golfs with a OBD port. No. Nope, so wouldn't auto bin a 1999, I think, Mark IV Golf 20 valve turbo ECU, which I guess isn't a major issue if you've got the bin, but I don't have the bin. I put the bin in from Mark II Golf, it's no use whatsoever. So, okay, fair enough. What about 2014 Transit? Actually, we could try the Caddy, I know that's got a fault on it. E30, won't be able to scan that. I do, we find the Transit. Perfect. So, what do we have then? Okay, instantly found some faults. Yeah. Oh great. This process will take some time. Okay, well, they could just be related to low voltage, but they are actually full fault codes, which is very handy, not just generic codes. As for the ECU, what have we got here then? Okay, possibly a cylinder 1 glow bug issue. It is a bit rough starting in the cold sometimes, so that could well explain that one. And CAN bus, that could just be, again, nothing. So what we can do is we can clear all the codes. Perfect, sorted. So what do I think of this bit of kit? It is definitely a really handy bit of kit. The fact it's got 3 lifetime updates is a massive bonus over a lot of the really cheap ones. And that includes all special functions, so 15 special functions with lifetime updates and no subscription. That is excellent. It's really handy, being a nice little 5-inch touchscreen. No, it might be 7-inch. Should really read the specs, know better. Really handy, nice. You know, you're not tied to your phone, which is good. Again, the cheaper Bluetooth ones are sort of locked to your account. Again, this one isn't, so excellent. My biggest gripe with it is it only reads 4 modules for data, which is pretty strange when you have 15 special functions which cover a lot more than them 4 modules. It's good for simple diagnostics and simple cars. The likes of fancy BMWs, Range Rovers, all that stuff and that, you're only going to get the basics out of it. You know, you're only going to read your transmission, your ABS, your engine, none of your suspension, audio, handbrake, all that kind of such you can't do. So excellent for a handy little scanner to keep around for simple cars. I wouldn't personally be going for it if you've got a fancy car. They do obviously models up from this, like the 7S and a load more, which would have that functionality, but 5S is only really a simple range. So fantastic what it is. If you've seen in this video that it would suit your needs, then feel free to go buy it. You can get 50% off discount with the code ROUGHRESTO, so you see that in the description. And yeah, hopefully this has kind of been useful. There's a few other reviews on the channel, different bits and bobs like this. And yeah, thank you for watching. Cheers.